Behavioral approaches. The inability to define effective leadership based solely on traits led to an interest in looking at the behavior of leaders and how it might contribute to leadership success or failure. Two basic leadership behaviors identified as important for leadership are attention to tasks and attention to people. Task versus people. Two types of behavior that have been identified as applicable to effective leadership in a variety of situations and time periods are task-oriented behavior and people-oriented behavior. 39. Although they are not the only important leadership behaviors, concern for tasks and concern for people must be shown at some reasonable level. Thus, many approaches to understanding leadership use these metacategories, or broadly defined behavior categories, as a basis for study and comparison. Important early research programs on leadership were conducted at The Ohio State University and the University of Michigan. 40 Ohio State researchers identified two major behaviors they called consideration and initiating structure. Consideration falls in the category of people-oriented behavior and is the extent to which the leader is mindful of subordinates, respects their ideas and feelings, and establishes mutual trust. Initiating structure is the degree of task behavior, that is, the extent to which the leader is task-oriented and directs subordinate work activities toward goal attainment. Studies suggest that effective leaders may be high on consideration and low on initiating structure, or low on consideration and high on initiating structure, depending on the situation. 41 research at the University of Michigan at about the same time also considered task and people-oriented behaviors by comparing the behavior of effective and ineffective supervisors. 42. The most effective supervisors were those who established high-performance goals and displayed supportive behavior toward subordinates. These were referred to as employee-centered leaders. The less effective leaders were called job-centered leaders. They tended to be less concerned with goal achievement and human needs in favor of meeting schedules, keeping costs low, and achieving production efficiency. The leadership grid building on the work of the Ohio State and Michigan studies, Robert R. Blake and Jane S. Mouton of the University of Texas proposed a two-dimensional theory called the managerial grid registered trademark, which was later restated by Robert R. Blake and Ann Adams McCants as the leadership grid registered trademark. 43. The model and 5 of its major management styles are depicted in Exhibit 15.6. Each axis on the grid is a 9-point scale, with 1 meaning low concern and 9 meaning high concern. Team management 9-9 often is considered the most effective style and is recommended for leaders because organization members work together to accomplish tasks. Country club management 1-9 occurs when the primary emphasis is given to people rather than to work outputs. Authority compliance management 9-1 occurs when efficiency in operations is the dominant orientation. Middle-of-the-road management 5-5 reflects a moderate amount of concern for both people and production. Impoverished management 1-1 means the absence of a management philosophy. Managers exert little effort toward interpersonal relationships or work accomplishment,